So in this video, we're trying to find out what extraneous variable is, and usually in the research you want to find out whether or not the changing values of the independent variable has any impact whatsoever on the dependent variable. But in this example, a researcher has to be concerned about the impact or the possible impact of a extraneous variable on the results, right? Now, the question is, how does a extraneous variable really impact or interfere with the results? So let's take a look at this example. Let's say a researcher is interested in the impact of speed of a train on the anxiety level of the passengers. So in other words, as the train is gaining speed and it's on high speed, does the anxiety level of passengers rise? The researcher is interested in knowing that. So in this example, speed will be the independent variable, and anxiety is the dependent variable. In other words, we're trying to find out, does the independent variable, speed, impact or affect the dependent variable, anxiety. Now, a extraneous variable then could come and really make your result unreliable. And how does it do that? Well, let's take a look at it. So let's say the train is passing through a very rough terrain, a hilly terrain. So there's an incline and a deep drop, and an incline and a deep drop, another incline and another deep drop. Now, this experience can really impact the anxiety level of the passengers as well, right? The expectation of a drop and an incline and the expectation of a drop could also impact the anxiety level of the passengers. And if that is the case, then you cannot be sure that speed and speed alone is what is impacting the dependent variable of anxiety. You can't be sure of that. And because you're not sure, your results will be unreliable. So what do you do then? You have to control for the extraneous variable. It has to be controlled. And maybe you can gauge the speed, the impact of speed on the anxiety level of the passengers when the train is on a flat surface. When the train is not on a terrain that is likely to be responsible or contribute to the rise in anxiety. So once you eliminate this possibility and this scenario, and the train is on a flat surface, then you can determine whether or not speed has any impact on anxiety of the passengers. You can now make that determination with assurance that there is no other variable. The extraneous variable has been accounted for, is no longer in play, and doesn't impact the dependent variable, has no impact whatsoever on the dependent variable. So you can be sure that speed is the only determining factor, and in that case your result will be reliable. That's how a extraneous variable can be taken care of.